What's up, friends? DiffeRant Jeff here. I wanted to make a follow-up vlog post for my little Docu-Vlog series about making my first feature film. This will be installment number 2. I made one a few weeks back and I haven't followed up with anything, so I wanted to follow up with something. Okay, I've been working really hard, finished a third revision on the script, and I've recorded an audio recording of it and sent it off to a handful of people who I trust and respect, waiting for just a tiny bit of feedback, and then I am going to make one final pass on the script, but like a very quick one, and I'm diving in. I have to dive in. I have this, like I said in the first post, I have this weird feeling of like, it has to be now, because these things take a long time, and by the time it's all done and edited and everything, I don't want to be, 10 years from now or something like that. So just a couple quick thoughts about what I've been up to. Like I said, I'm working on the script. The other day, I made a list of all the scenes and setups and locations and times of day and cast that I'll need for those things. And it turned out it's going to be around 74 to 80 different setups / scenes. And I think probably could take around 20 days to shoot, depending. Some scenes are going to take longer than others. If you've made any movies, it usually takes a long time. But the one thing that I have in my favor is I've been making these short films every week for 2.5 years now. I'm almost at 200 short films in a row, which, if it's taught me anything, it's taught me how to move quickly. But one of the tricky things I'm worried about, so I'm at the precipice right now. I'm like, I got to just start getting ready to dive in. But now I'm getting a little bit more nervous. I'm thinking I'm doing that. If you've heard the famous quote, I think it's Martha Graham to Agnes DeMille, or maybe it's the other way around, but it's that no artist is ever satisfied, only a queer dissatisfaction, a blessed unrest that keeps us marching and more alive than the rest. And I really, in that moment right now, I've thought about that a lot in my life, and I'm in one of those moments right now where I was like so gung-ho, so ready to go, and now I'm like, oh geez, is this any good? Is anybody going to want to watch a full movie of James the Handyman? Is it going to be just for me? I really don't want it to be just for me. That's the whole point. It's like, I know the story comes from the heart. I've been in and out of it. I believe in it. I think there's merit to it. There's metaphors. There's things I'm trying to establish and say that I think are good for people and for me. And I think it's great. But besides being from the heart, it has to entertain people. I don't believe in putting out art that is just for the artist. I'll never feel that. And so I'm really hoping that it can entertain. And some of my limitations are I'm going to be the cinematographer as well as the actor in most of the roles, because that's just how I do my stuff right now. One day I'll have a budget, I'll cast things, I'll do way bigger scale, and it'll be a little bit easier to do bigger dynamic things. But I'm trying to operate with like the Yasuhiro Ozu model, who's one of my favorite directors, and not just mine. Millions and billions of people love him. But he has this one thing where like almost all of his camera shots are stable. I've only seen, that I can think of, I've seen all his movies, only one camera shot that like had some movement to it. I think in Tokyo Story, he like follows the couple down that little boardwalk area. Maybe there's other movement, but just about 99% of his shots are just stable. So using that, hopefully that will motivate me to have interesting edits and many different camera angles and stuff. So anyways, just rambling, but I want to make sure this is entertaining for you. I hope people will follow along, and it'll help the channel grow, because I'm going to be straight up. I think I've said this before. I would love for YouTube to be a source of revenue for me, because I love making movies. I love being creative. I love acting. I love trying to affect people and inspire people. But as you guys probably know, it's very slow and tough to grow on YouTube. Even after doing some 200 shorts, there's no magic way that you become known. I mean, I'm in that point where I'm like, I hate to say it, but I'm just going to put it out there. Like, am I good enough? Should I be doing this? Should I give up? But I won't give in to that. I'm not planning on giving up ever. But we have to evolve and try harder and all that stuff. So that's pretty much where it's at for right now. I just wanted to touch base. It's kind of like it's for whoever's watching out there, but it's also for me, just to keep me honest and to know I'm moving forward. I'm not just like going to let that last hash mark be it. We're moving forward. I have set up the scenes that I got to do. I have a few people I'm going to cast. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm nervous. It's going to take a lot of work. And last thing I'll say is I'm shooting largely exterior stuff. A lot of it, probably like 75% of it's going to be outside. And I am going to shoot in the winter soon. So wish me luck. Follow along. As I said before, watch the weekly shorts. I'm going to keep the weekly shorts coming. Any likes, any views, subscriptions really does help, at least in my motivation, my feeling of like, okay, I'm doing something right. And I guess that's it. If you're out there creating, I'm rooting for you. I hope that you come up with some good stuff. I hope you try something different and don't be afraid, and I won't be afraid either. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And I'll update you more soon. Hopefully the next update will come roughly when I'm actually like beginning to shoot, or in like the final pre-production stage, because I got to come up with shot lists and all that stuff. But at a certain point, I just got to dive in.